Hello and welcome to this short video on what is an analytical tool and what is a recognised test at higher PE. On screen just now are all of the tests that we're going to talk about today, and we're going to classify these into two categories: an analytical tool or a recognised test. Here are some common questions that you might see in your higher PE exam. You may be asked to identify an analytical tool used to collect information on the mental, emotional, social or physical factor. You might be asked to identify a recognised test used to collect information on the mental, emotional, social or physical factor. And for both of these questions, you would just simply have to write down the name of an analytical tool or a recognised test. You might be asked to describe an analytical tool used to collect information on the mental, emotional, social or physical factor. And you may be asked to describe a recognised test used to collect information on the mental, emotional, social or physical factor. So firstly, what is an analytical tool? Well, an analytical tool is a test which is based upon someone's opinion or judgment. My top tip to you here would be, if you see the wording of analytical tool in a question, regardless of what the factor is, write about a PPW. On screen just now is one example of an analytical tool, the performance profile wheel for the emotional factor. Now remember, this can be used for any factor, and what would differ here would be the sub-factors which are written around the outside, but the process of completing it is the same. Another analytical tool that we could talk about for the physical factor is the initial observation schedule or general observation schedule, because this is completed by your partner and it is their opinion as to whether or not the shot was very effective, fairly effective or ineffective. Moving on now to recognised test. What is a recognised test? Well, these are tests which have set rules and procedures, and generally these are tests in which a score is given. These are also tests where you can compare your score or your result to the table of norms. If you have a look at the SCAT test on the right hand side of your screen, you can see the table of norms at the bottom there, and you can compare your score to national averages. So on screen just now, looking at our list of all of the tests that we're going to cover in higher PE, I've highlighted the ones in yellow, which are analytical tools, and I've highlighted the ones in green, which are recognised tests. You need to be familiar with what is a recognised test and which ones are recognised tests, and also which ones are analytical tools. I hope you found this video useful. There's more videos like this on my YouTube channel. Thank you.